What's up guys, we got a star Mazda race here at Circuit du Villeneuve in Canada, otherwise known as Montreal. 20 lap race, standing start, love the standing start, so we'll kick it off soon. See how we go, starting 19th, second last unqualified car. Don't feel like qualifying for today, so we'll see how we go. Enjoy.
Green, green, green. Alright, man, 20 to go. Go get him. Got one on your left. All clear, all clear. Car on your left. All clear, all clear. Car on your left.
Really, 4 times for that. It's make me wish I qualified them much faster than these guys.
Got one on your right. Clear on the right. Go right.
So I made a few spots off the start there, thread the needle. See where we come up at the end of this lap. You just hit the wall there, so try and get past me.
Car on your right. Still there.
Just dropping out.
All clear, all clear.
Bit close to the wall there, but
1 minute 43.376. Good job, man. You're in the top 10.
so we made up 10 spots in that lap. It's a good effort, mostly because of wrecking or sheer incompetence.
We have a car stopped on the right. We have a car stopped on the right. Go left.
That chicane tricks up so many people with the second part of it. It's so easy to run wide and get into that outside wall. Star Mazda is a good little car. I raced a lot early on, and it's a good car if you want to learn open wheel stuff. Easy to drive. Basically, you can pick it up. Baseline setup's pretty good. Right now, I'm just running the modified low downforce set. A few changes, front wing angle.
1
camber
minute
change.
38.634.
Not a lot, but it's drivable. Looks like we get another spot in that lap. We're up to 8th now. So we got a bit of a cushion in the car behind. He's 2 seconds back, and the guys are starting to clear off out front, which is unfortunate. But I guess that's just my lack of seat time in this car and practice and setup work. A lot of cars in the pits.
1 minute 37.791.
If you're new to iRacing and you've got the C-Class license to drive this car, I highly recommend driving it. You want to go open wheel on the road courses, this is a great little car to learn it. When you get in a battle, it's pretty intense. They can, depending on the driver's skill level and your skill level as well, the battles can be pretty good, pretty clean, or else they can just end up iRacing style as a massive wreck. It really depends on how much you give and take. But if anyone wanting to go down the open wheel path on iRacing, this car, perfect starting point after the skip barber. I mean, I don't even drive the skip barber, I drove it like twice and gave up on it.
1 minute 37.096.
Drove the Cadillac, got my iRating up. Yeah, I don't drive open wheel that much. I'm more of a GT and Daytona prototype sort of driver. I do the HPD, Le Mans Prototype 2 car every so often, but GT is my preferred field of driving and don't do much ovals. But I'm working on trying to get to a level where I can race ovals more enjoyably. I mean, D-Class ovals pretty garbage. Everyone's whining about one guy rotating in turn 2. Yes, ovals should only have 2 turns, they don't have 4. I mean, I could...
One minute 37.952. 1 minute 37.148. One minute 37.154.
Bit of a commotion just came by in my house, so I just stopped the commentary there for a sec. But as I was saying, the oval racing in Class D is, from my point of view, not as good as it could be. There's a lot of guys out there who just bump and run, and NASCAR style would want to wreck you just to win the race, win it or bin it. So rather than do the race, I'm doing the time trials, keeping my SR up, trying to get through to Class C where hopefully the better drivers are. Which was one thing I noticed when I made the jump from Class C to Class B on the road, was the quality of the drivers increased exponentially from Class C. You could race hard but race fair. You know, they didn't mind you being in there, all up in their grill, and being occasionally aggressive with an overtake, whereas in Class C they'd have a moan if you were just sitting in there putting some pressure on them and giving them a bit of Morse code. Just had to deal with some lap traffic there, coming out of the pits after 9 laps. That's got to be fun. So we've increased our gap to 9th place by 2 seconds, but 6th is clearing off even more. 6th? I don't know what's going on there. I think I've just gained a place, car ran off. So, if you haven't already fallen asleep, thanks for sticking around. We're almost halfway through. Probably push a bit deeper into this corner, but I don't want to risk running off, locking up a front. It's quite common there, see cars just plough ahead.
One minute 37.41.
Well, that wasn't exactly smart. Wheels a little bit bent. We'll see how I go. Just pushing a bit hard out of that corner. Ran it wide. Just grazed the wall. One thing with iRacing is the crashes look violent when they aren't exactly that super violent, just because there's no real crushing of the car. The damage isn't modelled realistically, physically, as in from the like cosmetically, sorry, but physically, it's, in my opinion, it seems alright. Probably a bit of front wing damage. See how I go in a heavy braking zone where the car wants to pull. So yeah. Be interested in 10 laps, see if I can push on through. If it's dangerous, I'll pull over, but right now, it's drivable. It's manageable.
1 minute 38.62. 10 to go at the line.
Doesn't look like I've done any damage to the rear of the car out of the mirrors, so that's a plus. Don't want to damage any of the drive wheels because it can get pretty hairy when that happens. There's no rear wing damage either, which is good news. So yeah, we're up to 7th now. So that's the 12th place game from the start. In half a race, that's alright. But we are in Class C and wrecks are common and... Oh, yellow flag ahead.
We've got a slow car on the west. We have a car stopped on the left. Go
Just
right.
make up another place there. He would have ran wide at the edge of that chicane and just smacked the wall.
One minute 37.52.
One thing you notice with the way I drive.
One minute 37.575.
more commotion outside again. I don't exactly think you want to hear all of it, so I just mute the microphone until it moves on. So what I was saying before is, what was I saying before? I'll get back to that. But running in 6th, we got 7 laps to go.
1 minute 37.29.
When you're all by yourself in these races, it can be very boring. Coming up on some lap traffic, so there's something to look at and pass now. Well, rather than just the wonderful trees of Montreal. So back to what I was saying before, little braking commentary was, in this car with the downshift, you don't have to blip, it'll go into gear by itself. That's one thing with the way I'm driving this right now, is I give it a little blip just to be sure that there isn't lock up, because I like to go into gears a little bit earlier than others to use a bit more of the engine. Had a few instances up at this hairpin we're coming up to now of the car rotating when I put it in first, so just to be on the safe side, just give it a little tap of the throttle before I put it into gear. Just prevents that wheel lock in the rears. Many people probably also left foot brake in these sort of cars, we don't have to blip on the downshift. So example of this would be the Star Mazda, IndyCar, anything with the paddle shift also. Don't really have to blip, so McLaren, MP4, even the HPD, you don't need a blip on the downshift, that does it for you. But this car just puts it into gear. And people left foot brake. I actually can't left foot brake. I mean, I can physically, but just mentally it's retarded for me. So I just stick with right foot braking, so I don't know whether it makes me slower or not, but I've tried left foot braking and I've just made mistakes, stupid mistakes with missing brake points or not braking hard enough. So stick with right foot braking, and basically I drive with one foot. Many people would do too, but I only use my left foot for the clutch, which really is only used for standing starts in this game. You can in the NASCAR, but just lift your foot to put in the next gear, and when you want to go down, just blip again without using the clutch, it will go down the gear. So my right leg gets a bit of a workout, and my left leg just sits there like a tree stump, just hanging around, waiting for when I need the clutch. Car behind's closing in a bit now, 3.7 seconds, but a long way to the cars in front. Overdriving it a bit there, pushing too hard when I know the car's got damage. It's handling surprisingly well for the impact I gave it. It was square over the wall, which made it a bit better. Didn't pull the wheel. Just makes those heavy braking points, like that last chicane, a little bit tricky. Just pulls the car right. One thing that really annoys me about iRacing is when you get to lap traffic and you get those guys who spam the button for pass left or pass right. It's just like, shut up, I will pass you when I want to pass you, on the side I want to pass you on. Within reason. Like, I won't dive bomb into a chicane like this last one here down the road. I mean, there's no way you're getting through, but I'm not going to go unless you move over where you want me to go. I'll go where it's comfortable for me and you at the same time. The guys who just spam that pass left and pass right button, it's like, can you shut up? Thank you. I don't want to have a wall of text in front of my screen. I want to see where I'm going, not where you want me to go. All those guys, whenever
Slow car ahead.
they pass a lap car, who have to say thank you. It's like, look, it's their job, and your job to get past them. If you want to say thank you, just turn on your mic, turn it off. You acknowledge that they moved over, but you don't need to say thank you every time. It's one thing, I was doing a Grand Am race before at Daytona, and I basically, for 40 minutes, had someone saying, pass left, pass right, thank you. I'll go high, you go low. It's like, shush. I want to focus on driving, not listen to your voice. To be fair, there's a very low strength of field, and my car was like a rocket ship on the oval, so basically I cruised away by lap 2. A race a lot like this, except I was passing lap traffic a lot. And by low strength of field, I mean 940. I got put in the second split of the race due to my low iRacing at the time. So I was like 5th on the grid, I think. Like the non-qualifiers, like one guy qualified and his lap time was slower than my slowest race lap. Really should qualify and get in the faster splits, give myself a bit more of a challenge.
We have a slow car on the right.
Not going to make that chicane. I'll take the slow down.
They say you cut the course. You'll have to slow down and give up the time gained. Go right.
Pushing a bit hard again. Oh, come on. Can you get rid of this slow down already? Look, I've slowed down, thank you.
Good job, man. You're in 5th.
And now the car behind me has caught up, so have a bit of excitement for these last few laps. I used to run without the virtual mirror in the center of the screen, but then once I started running Prototype GT and I would drive the GTs, I'd be like, no, I need this extra vision, because there's no vision out of the GT car. Basically you've got the monitor and you've got one mirror on your left hand side. So I put the mirror on and it's very helpful. I mean, the hardcore realists would like, no virtual mirror, it's unrealistic, you have to use the wing mirrors only. Well, stuff you put it on helps with situational awareness, and it avoids those silly wrecks where you just cut across on someone because you can't see them. Well, there's no excuse, you can see them now if you put this on. Do it now, put it on. Put the virtual mirror on, you run the field of view that's right for your system as well. I used to have a way back field of view. It's like, I need to see my mirrors because I don't run a virtual mirror.
You're up to 4th.
Once I turned it on, I narrowed my field of view to what it is now. So I can still see the wing mirrors in this car, but in the Corvette and the 4GT and all that sort of stuff, you can't really see the wing mirror and only half the monitor, so the virtual mirror is a great help. Hold out for these last 2 laps.
Alright, man. White flag at the line.
Well, that's the leader's nearly done anyway. He had a better run out of that chicane, so I'm just going to stay right here, make him go the long way around.
Got one on your left. All clear, all clear. Car on your left. All clear, all clear.
And he spun it up, and he's gone. Well, there goes your excitement. One thing I try to avoid doing when I know there's a car behind me and he's putting a bit of pressure on is stare at the mirror. I mean, on some occasions when I was in rookie class, I would see a car behind me and I would basically drive out of the rear mirror.
651.
Like, I'd still drive my line and that, but I would just watch exactly where he is. Now, so I just, if the car behind me, come out of the corner, just check, see if it's got to run. Can I stop it, or will I be an absolute retard if I block? Like that industry cane, that's not blocking, that's just holding my
They say
line.
you cut the course. You'll have to slow down and give up the time gained.
Hate these slowdown penalties. The worst one's Laguna Seca at the corkscrew. You put a wheel in the dirt and slow down for the next remainder of the lap. Retarded. But you got to do it. And it'll bring him back into play. Will it? No. 1.5 seconds back, so I should be alright for the rest of this lap. Oh, he's gaining. It's alright. Let's hope he spins again at this corner. So from starting 19th, looks like we're on track for a top 5 finish, hopefully 4th, if I don't stuff up this braking zone. Get it in, get it in, get it in. Oh, he rotated. Oh, that was lucky. 4th place, not bad. From starting nearly basically dead last. Although, I'll have to see the strength of field to see exactly, to gauge my efforts.
Good job, driver.
For not much practice and driving this car maybe like twice in a season, I'm pretty happy. And now you will see at the top screen the post-race whinge of everybody about lap cars not moving over. They're not going to move over in the middle of a corner. I mean, they're allowed to take their line. A lot of guys will just stop after the checkered flag and just turn to garage. I like to do a cool down lap. It's a good way to give you some more corners per incident sort of thing. You do another whole lap, that's another whole set of corners to erase some of the incidents you had, especially those little one times off tracks. I love rants in different languages. They're just so much fun to read. Or when they rant at you in a different language over voice chat, it's like, well, what are you saying? I don't understand you. Speak English. So, I hope you guys didn't fall asleep in the middle of the race there. If you enjoyed it, I'll be chucking some more of this up soon. Alright, see you on the flip side.